What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. It's Blueclouds Media Edition time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Football Minutes brought to you by Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And as you see, your host Nizan is right here, bringing you the latest edition of Chelsea transfer news and other related topics regarding association football across the world. Welcome back again to the channel. I'm inviting each one of you, wherever you're watching us from, whether Asia, Africa, East of America, North America, you're welcome to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And let's face the fact. Chelsea news. Chelsea signed Barcelona Wonderkid Marc Guiu. It's Chelsea David. It's Jonathan David and Victor Osimhen next. Are they the next players to come in? But which of these two players do you prefer next that can, come through Chelsea Football Club? Live Chelsea transfer news and rumors, plus Omari Hutchinson, the young wonder kid that Chelsea have. What will be the next? Should Chelsea loan him? Should Chelsea sell him? What should Chelsea do with the young, talented Omari Hutchinson, as the club is being overloaded right now? So, guys, wherever you're watching us from, be my guest. Drop your comments in the comment section below as the stream begins. And my man himself, my homeboy, Stephen G, my co-host, is right in the corner waiting for his turn. So stay tuned. Do not forget to like, subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, and we'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, beautiful people. Thank God it's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, the 26th, getting close to finish the month, and then we'll be entering to the month of July. And yes, the news is right there. Welcome back, everyone, wherever you're watching us from X to YouTube to Facebook. Thank you very much for joining our stream today. And yes, today we'll be talking about the young, talented Marc Guiu, as Chelsea have signed another young, top, talented striker. But I don't know what Chelsea is heading towards this. I'm fan of top volley. I'm fan of Premier League. I'm fan of what Chelsea are doing with young, talented players. It looks like it will take a while. But we'll also look into Todd Bowley's statement that is also made. It will take a while for this thing to flourish. And I'm talking about for this thing to be more successful at Chelsea Football Club. It all needs time. But another young player that Chelsea are bringing in, we've seen the likes of Detro Fofana, hasn't gone well for them. We've seen David Washington. I can't really judge David Washington that much because he hasn't got much time with the senior team. But I'll say with the first team, he's playing with your youth development team at Chelsea. So there's not much I can say about him because the coach that left Chelsea didn't give him that much time. But yes, we're gonna take a look at the new player that Chelsea have brought in through the door. Marc, Guiu is the name. But before we talk about him, let me welcome my big brother, Stephen G. Stephen, I know it's not the best of days for you. Although you're watching your Euros, things are not going well for you. What's going on with England and yourself today?
Southgate being Southgate, bro. Is all I can say. At the end of the day, we topped the group, and that's the main thing to take from it.
It's crazy. England have won one game, drew three games, and
Bro, we were the only team in our group. Get this right.
Yeah.
It's not a Euro show, but I just quickly want to touch on this as you brought up England, yeah? We were the only team in our group to win a game. Nobody else in our group won a game because obviously all the teams drew 2 games at least, right?
Yeah.
Not only that, our group total scored, I think it was 7 goals. Yeah? In 6 games, because every team plays 3, there's 2 round of matches each time. So 6 games. Yeah? Germany in 3 games scored 8 goals. Our whole group in 6 scored 7.
Right.
Big problem. Big problem.
All right, so there you go. This is a little update on the Three Lions English national team. They've made it through the group stages. They've topped the group by winning 1 game, drawing 2 games. But the latest news is Phil Foden. Phil Foden reportedly has been sent back home. According to report, it says family issues or family problem. I don't know.
He's having his 3rd child. That's what it is.
Stephen, did you say?
His 3rd child.
3rd child?
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know.
How old is Foden? Stephen, check that real quick. Let me see. 3rd child. I had my first child at the age 30.
Was I checking who? Foden, wasn't it?
Yeah, Foden. Phil Foden is having his 3rd child.
24.
24 years old. I wasn't anywhere near thinking about having kids. And right? Oh my goodness. I had my 3rd child, my first child, when I was 30 years old. Anyway, and luckily for me, I was blessed with twin boys. So anyway, we move on from there. Oh yeah, MDSA camera looks better today. I had to, adjust it and bring it down a little bit because I have too much light inside. So I have to bring the aperture down to very, very down to look much more crispy and nice. But thank you very, very much for checking it out for me. Big up to Rich Moneymaker. He said big up to legends on the panel. And yes, we are looking at Isak from Newcastle United. Wow. I want to see more of that thing. I want to see big up to you, Rich Moneymaker, and big up to you, MDS Zilla. He said the camera looks better today. Thank you very much. The same equipment, but different settings and adjustments. Rich Moneymaker, Makeem, Mama like Makeem in the building again. He said a big up knee, big up to chat. Rich Moneymaker says, Stephen, do you want Isak from Newcastle United? I'll take Isak every day. I think
not for what what's it called? Not for the amount of money that they're gonna want.
The money is too much. Anything over 100 million, it's
not a case of anything over 100 million, right? Because for the right player, you 100% pay that, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's worth that. I don't think he's worth paying that amount of money.
But why do you think so, Stephen? He's been banging in goals.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if I look at this, right, so in the last 2 seasons, I mean, okay, 3 injuries, but he's not missed much time. That's not an issue. Mm-hmm. If we then look at if I go to all seasons on the stats quickly, where's he joined the Prem? He joins there. So that's 5, 6. No, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to do the quick math.
All right, Steven is doing a little bit of math. He needs some high school calculator so he can finish his math. So big up to
Okay,
everyone
so he's
that is
played
watching us live. Go
67
ahead.
games.
Yeah.
He's played 67 games. He's got 21. He's got about 35 goals. So better than a goal every other game, if my maths is correct.
Because he scored
Yes.
more goals than number
I
of games
scrolled
he's
down
played.
and it already tells me the total.
So it means that he's
67
scored
games,
more goals.
5 goals, 5 assists.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad. But how much is it? What was it? What's the asking price against Steven?
Like 100 odd million, something like that.
Yeah, 100 million. I mean, I know that is not what Chelsea are looking for. Victor Osimhen also will come into that. Guys, let's go according to what we have here. Then we'll get to the main other topics. But I want to say thank you each and every one of you. We've been out for a while. Not a while, but yeah, I've been very, very busy and very, very, very the intensity of business is here for me. But I'm trying as much as I can to juggle between my activities and also live streaming because it's very, very important. Trying to stay consistency is not easy. But then, yeah, I'm still here, and hopefully I'll be back again tomorrow, and then I'll go for a short break, do some stuff, and then be back again. So, guys, I hope you guys will bear with us more on what we are trying to achieve here. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done that. All right, so we'll be looking at the young talented player. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano and Ben Jacob, big media outlet out there has talk about this and looks like it's done deal. Marc Guiu is the guy, Steven. He's been Chelsea have signed another young talented player. What's your take on this? What's your take on this, Steven?
There's not much to say really. We don't really know a lot about him except from I think he played a couple games in the league, a couple games in the Champions League as well. I think he even scored in the Champions League if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, not much to say other than look, people are complaining because it's another young kid, but at the same time, this is a deal that I don't think anyone can really complain about. Yes, we don't know much about him, yeah? But 6 million euros is what? 5 million British pounds, yeah? He's going to be on a contract for multiple years.
About 7 years?
Probably.
5 years? I thought they changed it to 5 years. That's the max.
No, the amortization's 5 years.
Yeah.
You can still offer like 6, 7, 8, 9 year contracts, but it's only amortized across 5 years.
Okay. Not more than 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, we can still sign him to a 7-year deal, but that 6 million euros, aka about 5 million pounds, would be spread across 5 years. So after 5 years, he won't have any money on the books, and at that point, he's pure profit.
I mean, if this player goes on to be successful at the highest level at Chelsea, this is pure business, and not just business, but this is very, very good for Chelsea Football Club.
It's a low risk deal, is what it is.
It's
6
low, yeah,
million,
6
it's low
million.
risk.
I mean, how much money have Chelsea paid for sacking managers? It's over 200 million. So 6 million alone for how old is he?
He's got, I think he's 18, right?
Yeah, that's why he's coming through. Yeah, I mean 6 million for a young talented player, and if you look at his little highlights that I've seen from him, he can be a good player in the next 2 years. He can be a very, very good player in the next 2 years. It doesn't look like he's had difficulties in finishing, but I don't know about in transition, that long distance when he's running all by himself and trying to finish. I'm not so sure about that one. But then in the 18, he's shown some glimpses of what he has learned from Barcelona as a youth player. So we'll see. We've seen also in the past, even we've seen other players that have come to Chelsea from these as Spanish players and haven't gone on to excel. If you can remember, it's a whole bunch of them. But I hope that this new striker things will work out for Chelsea in that way. Any more you want to say about him, and what do you think Clear Lake are doing with these young players? Is it too much, Steven? Is it too much?
there's clearly a method to their madness, right? So to speak. Because if you are buying the best young players, right, which is technically what a big part of the plan is, you get the best young players that you can get before they make moves to other big clubs, and you're then avoiding paying silly money down the line when they already make it. So if you get them and they make it at your club, it's perfect. If they don't make it, you sell them on, you get some money back for them because they're young players. Their value should realistically only increase.
Okay.
That's the way that I look at it anyway.
All right, guys. So we are still live on X and then YouTube at the same time. My name is Nia. My co-host name is Stephen G. Yeah, Stephen G. Man himself, Mr. Chelsea. So yeah, we're going through these reports, and it's been tweeted yesterday. Chelsea signing in. The rumors were there for a while, but it looks like it's been made more official. Not the football club, but then big news or journalists out there has reported the signing of another young striker from the Barcelona camp. Now Chelsea owns this player, so another player that we'll be looking at to in the next 2 years. He needs to grow up and be able to compete on the highest level. So another player that we're looking into that Makim said this dude is giving me Morata vibes. I hope it doesn't. Like I said, we've seen some Spaniards that have been to Chelsea but couldn't make it. I imagine Morata now at a football club, and Stephen, having Morata with all those mixes that Jackson missed last season. Do you think Morata would have got more than 14?
I'm not sure, to be honest. To be fair, Morata wasn't that bad for us. He started out really well, and then he got injured, and that's when it started going downhill. Yeah, that's my only opinion really on Morata.
Yeah, I would say Morata won't be that bad. Having him, it won't be that bad. But anyway, guys, we are still talking about this. What's you guys' thoughts on this young player? I've seen. I know McKinn's ideas, right? I know where McKinn's coming from. McKinn's is giving him Morata vibes. I don't know. Rich Moneymaker, what's your thoughts on this young player? And you said that Chelsea have been linked with Alexander Isak. I haven't seen much of it from it in different websites, but I don't see much of the rumors coming out. But what I've heard is Newcastle United are not keen on selling Alexander Isak at all. They're not doing that. If they want to sell, I think it's Trippier who they were looking forward to sell. But other than that, Trippier and the other striker, Callum Wilson. But Alexander Isak is not going anywhere. How would they compete if they sell Isak? So it's false. But anyway, we're gonna move on from this young talented player. It's been announced official. Is there? We're gonna talk about Jonathan David, Stephen. Another player we will talk about. Jonathan David is also being linked with Chelsea Football Club. Any thoughts on him?
I don't mind it because he's got I think he's got 12 months left on his current deal, and if the website I looked at earlier was correct, his wages are about 30,000. So you could potentially get a deal done for him for, say, I don't know, about 30 million max, and then probably about 80,000 on wages, 90,000 on wages potentially.
Steven, but Fabrizio Romano just reported 2 minutes ago that Guiu said will be joining Borussia Dortmund. Have received a green light from playing side with working on this deal. According to Fabrizio Romano, I could share that because that was the way he's still here. I can share that as he's still on the screen. So yes, he has been linked to join Borussia Dortmund. So, Steven, your dream player to join Chelsea is
my dream player is just that, if I'm being honest, it's someone who I wouldn't have minded us getting because of the value. Mm-hmm. The value would have been really good on it. So it is what it is. We move
All right. So
and hopefully find someone else. If
thank
it's
you.
Jonathan David or someone else, who knows? But
Yeah, guys, so that was just a news flash from Fabrizio Romano tweeted not too long ago, I think about 2 minutes ago, about Guiu, another striker that Chelsea could get on a cheaper price, but Chelsea are not going in for him. Probably this age within. It's not something that Chelsea are looking for. But we'll move on from there. We'll move on from there. We're talking about Jonathan Davids. Jonathan Davids is the guy. Apparently, he's a good player. He played for Football Club Lille from the French league, and he has reports and the numbers are saying he has played 164 matches for Lille and has scored 84 goals. 84 goals on a cheaper price and he's free. He's got I think Stevens has got 12 months left on his contract. The
Jonathan
active
David, yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Davids, and the asking price is 30 million, and he's very, very young, 25, 24 years old. So he fits. He really fits into the project. He fits into the model. 25 years old, nothing more than 25. So 24 years old, he fits in. I don't know what you fans, your viewers think about Jonathan Davids. Lots of goals, 84 goals scored under 164 matches. Over to you, Steven.
On Jonathan David still, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything I said, to be honest. He's on about 30k, so you could probably get him for 90k wages. He's got 12 months left, so you won't be paying silly money. You could probably get him for 30 million or something around about there. So it's not a big issue to me. I don't think he's got a bad injury record either, although we are Chelsea, so that could change very quickly. I'm just trying to get that injury record up now. It should take me like 2 seconds.
Let's see the specific injuries that he has.
Mhm.
I mean, it really causes his game in terms of
I'm
what
trying
kind
to
of
get on.
injuries are they.
Oh, I don't know if this is completely accurate, but from what I can see, there's only 2 injuries. He had an ankle injury, which this is stated as a torn ankle ligament, which he only missed 2 games for. Weird. And then a hand injury, but the ligament injury was 4 years ago, and the hand injury was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I hope.
So if this website I'm using is correct, he's got a very good injury record.
I hope YouTube doesn't flag my stream today because some video was in the background from X.
If you weren't on it for longer than a couple seconds, you should be good.
YouTube is dodgy sometimes, but anyway, guys, so we're discussing Jonathan David right now. According to the report that I was seeing, they said there hasn't been much conversation between Chelsea and Jonathan David camp or Leo as a football club. But I don't know how the thing's going. But I know Chelsea. Chelsea are very dodgy sometimes. They do a lot of deals behind the scene that you don't expect them to. But let's see. We remember Chelsea were talking to Olise. Things did not work out well. So sometimes you don't have to have our hopes so high. Just let's see if he wears the jersey. Then we can all believe. We can all believe, Steven, isn't it? I remember when we were talking about Lisa, he's like, "Don't be happy yet. Don't be happy because
Yeah,
things can
I
change."
said it, and then literally that night it happened.
Yeah, we've seen we've seen what's his name again? William medicals done. He's about to sign for Tottenham Hotspur, and what happened within a few hours time? He was at Chelsea. He was at Chelsea. So we've seen so many deals, Also, John Obi Mikel, he went to Manchester United with Alex Ferguson and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff happened, but John Obi Mikel signed for Chelsea. So we shouldn't be happy when we see all those links coming in and coming from Fabrizio or whatever. Something can change real quick. Something can really change without you knowing. All right. So, reports right now. I think Euro reports Slovakia 1, Romania 0, Slovakia 1, Romania 0. Thank you very much for the updates, CVG. Okay, so move on from Jonathan David. We discussed Jonathan David. Let's the impact of Jonathan David, how he play. I haven't really studied his style very well, but I've watched him. I think I've watched 2 games of him, and he doesn't look like the guy with so much flair. He's not that kind of a technical player, but he is strong. He's got some good finish. To me, he's not a guy that can take 1 or 2 players on, but when he gets his chance, he'll finish. Steven, do you see any other whites, and how does it fit in our current squad?
Jonathan David.
Yes, sir.
Probably, I'd say it'd be interesting, right? Because towards the end of the season, you had good performances from Jackson where he was improving. But then if you're paying a similar fee to what you paid for Jackson for Jonathan David, then just let them fight it out. That's the way I look at it. Won't hurt to have them fight it out. In my opinion, anyway.
I mean,
I thought you cut out for a second. I went
No.
off of StreamYard for 2 seconds and then it was like you were yawning and it stopped. I was like,
I was looking at what I have on my screen and what to do next from here. I think that the discussion of Jonathan David's really is because Chelsea really need a striker, Steven. Chelsea needs someone that can.
We need someone who's not a kid to
Yeah.
come in and be competing for the starting job. That's what we need. I don't mind having a youngster. When I say youngster, I mean someone who is like a David Washington or this Barcelona kid, Marc. How do you say you pronounce it?
Guiu.
Guiu or something. You've heard the pronunciation as. So we'll just roll with that for now until we get corrected.
It's Guiu. I can't be. I can't. Honestly, put my hands down and say it's Guiu.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't mind one of them being a backup. And apparently, I'm not certain on the source, but I'm presuming it's an Argentinian source.
Okay.
Apparently, we've reached an agreement for Aaron Anselmino, which I believe is a centre-back from Boca Juniors. Chelsea want him now, but Boca want to negotiate for him to stay on loan until June 2025, so until 12 months' time. But apparently there's an agreement in principle with the player, and we're negotiating with Boca Juniors over what's got to happen with like fee and if we let them have him on loan for a year or whatnot.
I think I did a video about this guy, Aaron Anselmino. Yeah, I think I did. I did a video on him. Let me see if I can find that video real quick whilst we're here live. Because I remember doing a short video on him in that report that he's been linked to Chelsea. So let me see on my list. But go ahead, Steven, whilst I take just 60 seconds.
Yeah. Do you want me to try and find some stuff on him, or do you want to keep going on Jonathan David?
I mean, if you're done with David, anything else you think you can add to?
The only stuff I'm going to quickly look at with Jonathan David is what his record is like season by season, which I've already got up.
Yeah.
So in terms of all competitions, since he joined Lille in 2020/21 season, so that would be 4 years ago, my bad. His first season, he got 13 goals in 48 games. His second season, he got 19 goals in 48 games. His third season, he got 26 in 40. Okay. And this season just gone, he got 26 again, this time in 47 games. So you can see the progression. When he first joined, he was obviously young. I mean, what did we say he was? He's 24, right? His birthday is in January 2000. He was born. So that means when he joined, he would have been 20. And when he was 20, he got 13 goals in 48 games for them. When he was 21, 19 and 48.
Yeah.
22, 26 and 40. And then his 23 to 24-year-old season, which is this season, 26 and 47. But technically, I think it would be deemed his 23-year-old season because that's how old he was when it started.
Yeah.
But, yeah. In terms of numbers, yeah, they're good, but then I would still pay about 30 million for him. I wouldn't mind at all paying about 30 million for him. Don't get me
10
wrong.
million.
Yeah, if it's a maximum of 30 million, I'm absolutely fine with that, given he's got 12 months left, right? The only thing I'd say is I'm cautious because it's the French league and it's not the best league. It's a good league. It's one of the top 5 leagues, technically speaking, right? But I need to see how it translates. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just very cautious with it. I'd sign him. Don't get me wrong. I'd sign him because he's got experience in Europe as well, which is another factor for me. Is he's got experience in Europe. He's been a starter for multiple years as a professional. I think he was at. I want to say he was at Ghent before. Yeah, he was at Ghent
Oh boy.
before he went to Lille, the Belgian club. You got Genk and Ghent. So
Yeah.
when he was at Ghent, he got 37 goals in 83 appearances. He's gone to Lille, he's got 84 in 183. So his numbers have always been quite good when you look at it as a number base.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Steven. That Steven's giving me some more update on the this Aaron Anselmino. Anselmino is the name. I just made a video about him. That's some talking about his composure and how he distributes the ball, and that was some a few highlights I have explaining how this talented young player that Chelsea are going in for. He's a defender. And also, breaking news as it's been written, Chelsea have signed Spanian Barcelona player, young, talented striker for a fee of 6 million. So it's a risk taken, but it's a low risk taken. It won't hit Chelsea. I'm sure Chelsea will
It's one
probably
of those where
more than that
the way
for
you would
themselves.
word it, it's one of those that's low risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Because you're only paying, if we convert it, because Chelsea being an English club, it being about 5 million British pounds, the release clause, absolutely fine. No issues at all. It's not like, okay, I say this, I'm not disrespecting Kendry Pyers because he looks really good. It's not like Pyers where I think we paid 15 or 20 million and he was like 16 years old when we paid it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Pyers looks good and I'm very happy. But I'm saying at the time, everyone's like, oh, pay him 15 million or whatever for a kid. He's 16 and he can't join for 2-3 years. All this. It's not one of those. This is 6 million if it's in euros, 5 million in British pounds.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised that it's that low. I've not seen anything of him, but I'm used to Barcelona, even for youngsters, not really having low release clauses because normally they want silly money, even if they're kids. So I was quite surprised, but look, you take that, and if it works, brilliant. If it doesn't work, then we just sell him, we make money on him, and we move on.
Brilliant. That's coming from Stephen G. Yes, Stephen G. You guys had Stephen G speaking over there. And guys, we are still discussing some few what is this? Isn't it commercial on my screen? I mean, I can show that because it won't head it, right? It won't head it.
I don't think so. And if it does, it's YouTube's fault.
Yeah, they ran the commercial on my stream, so anyway. Stephen G has laid down his few points over the Phantom of many topics is in the building. Big up to Phantom. How many comments you gonna drop for me to read in a short period of time? It says Makim said, okay, Makim, that's Phantom said, I'm glad that Olise is not joining Chelsea. According to Phantom of the topic, Ivan Toney. No, Chelsea doesn't want Ivan Toney. Marc Guiu is the name, is unproven. Yeah, we didn't bring him to come and compete with Jackson. No, another young player that need development. Let's make Jackson into a false nine. I don't know what Steven think about that.
Let's please not do that.
Have a style. He means they have a style. Where is Fofana done? I don't know where he's at. I don't want Jonathan David according to Phantom Mobility Topic. Who do you want, Phantom? Who do you really want? I won't. Says I will be happy to get 50 million for
There's
Hutchinson.
been talk of us
Hutchinson
being
worth
able to
more
get
than that.
more than 15 million for
Yeah,
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson worth more than that. Yeah. Maybe we get Callum Wilson. No, Phantom. What are
Oh,
you
please,
drinking?
man. The only
What
time
are
I
you
would have
drinking?
took him was on loan in January. That's the only time I would have took him in the last 12 months.
Yeah, Phantom, come on. What are you thinking? What are you drinking this morning? You drinking some Hennessy or some vodka? Who wants Callum Wilson? Injury prone, always out, always injured. If you're not happy with Reece James, then you're not gonna be happy with Reece James. I mean, what's the Callum Wilson? He's full of injury. So yeah, we've talked about Jonathan David, guys. We're gonna move on from there. Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is the guy on the show right now. Apparently, since Antonio Conte took over from Napoli, he's been aware of the situation with Victor Osimhen. That Osimhen will be leaving the football club, but for the right price. It looks like they Napoli have been receiving less interest for Victor Osimhen. So the price that we all know 150 million has been brought down to 100 million for people to bid on for the Naples player Victor Osimhen. He hasn't hit the hype that he recorded last season. His numbers have been down and down, and he's been injured. He has participated in the African Cup of Nations and still could not score many goals in his in the way we all know. What's his name? We all know Victor Osimhen can perform. He hasn't performed that good, and hasn't repeat the same performance last season. So interests are going down, but PSG are in for him, and maybe a link from Saudi might pay him to move away from Nottingham. I mean, not Nottingham Forest for what's his name again? Napoli. Yeah, we'll be moving from Napoli according to reports. He's definitely going to move away from Napoli. He will. Antonio Conte know that. Rich Moneymaker said, "Big up, legend Steven and Win Stanley. Cut me off, guys. We are not selling Noni Madueke." According to reports, I don't think Noni Madueke will be going anywhere. But I don't mind if they sell him, bringing somebody else. I don't know. I don't know about injury of Wilson. Yeah, Callum Wilson is not good with injuries at all. Nico Jackson is already better than Timo Werner. Phantom is always talking about Timo Werner. Timo Werner. It's not more with Chelsea anymore. So yeah, Maya, big up to you. Maya said that. So since we have this, I think you mean young
I'm
potential
coming back to that
strikers.
now.
Who are we keeping for next coming season? Since we have these young talented strikers, who are we keeping for the next coming season? I don't get that question very well. We have this
I
young.
mean, put it this way,
So
right?
whom are we keeping?
Broya very likely to go.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're being honest, he's likely to go. That Fofana, I'd imagine, to be a loan or a sale. So that's two gone already. So then you've got, off the top of my head, you've got Washington, Jackson, Marc Guiu, if that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
And that's
Magui.
about it, basically. I think that's correct. I think I've named everyone.
I think you did. You did, Steven. Yeah, it's Magui is the name. Palmer and is it Maduiki are untouchable. Maduiki is touchable. Palmer is untouchable. Rich Moneymaker said that tell Steven that we Stanley want Ivan Ferguson. Is that
Evan
Ferguson?
Ferguson.
Ferguson from Brighton for 100 million. Heck no.
Bro,
But just
I swear they sent him to our club to sabotage us, fam. Let me send this amount to him and this amount and this amount and this amount and this amount. Keep giving them money, silly money.
Mhm.
How about get out of the club?
He said that, but Joe Shield and Ekbali has said no from contact.
See,
What
Joe
Maya
Shields
said that
has brain
apparently
cells.
Magui is going for a loan spell. Probably he's going to is it Nice, right? Nice.
No, there's nothing said about a loan spell. I think he's got to be in pre-season. But yeah,
But I don't think you're gonna keep him in the first team. He'll
I
definitely
think
go
he'll
on loan.
go on. I think he'll go into pre-season. I think.
Tell Steven, wait until Wrexham game is Wrexham game to see if Nico Jackson will improve.
Bro, I've already seen it against
Kellyman,
Premier League clubs in the
Kelly
second half of the
man
year. I
is
ain't
a
going to
child.
judge him on a performance against a League One or League Two club. That would be poor on my part.
You're gonna judge him on all the preseason games. You judge him on all the preseason. And
No,
sometimes
but I ain't
you're gonna
good.
look
No,
at
no, but the
preseason.
point is, yeah, I ain't judging a player who's played senior football for multiple years, yeah, on a game against like a League One, League Two team.
Yeah.
That was more my point. It wasn't a case of I'm not judging him on all the games. If he has a bad game, yeah, 100%, I'll be critical. But if he has a good game, I ain't go, oh, he's improved. Oh, what a performance. Because they're like 2-3 leagues below us.
There you know. There you go over there. Jonathan David, Victor Osimhen. Guys, let me know who you guys are tipping for Chelsea Football Club. I know a lot of you said Victor Osimhen. But yeah, we still got 10 of you or 7 of you watching live on YouTube. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. We're still trying to aim we still see if we can get at least 20 likes before we are done for the show today. Beautiful day. It's been nice. It is 75 degrees down here in Plainville, Michigan. And let me know what your weather is. There's a poll also out there. You can participate in the poll. Would you be happy if Chelsea sold Omari Hutchinson for 30 million? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got a lot of you guys say yes, and everyone wants Omari Hutchinson to be sold. I'll prefer another loan instead of selling him. I'll prefer a loan spell for him because this player is a good player. He needs time to play on the highest level. He needs competition. Maya said that Judge Jackson on the league and cup matches minutes preseason. Preseason, he's not about preseason. It's a reach. Doing okay according to Phantom Movement topic. Thank you guys for dropping your comments on it. We're still here. We're still reaching. We're still trying hard to reach our 5K, and I believe it will come soon from 4K to 5K. Then we look forward to 6K. It will happen. Can we sell Malang Sarr? Malang Sarr needs to be sold. Anyone that comes in with
Bro, just release him at this point.
We can release him. No, you don't have to keep Malang Sarr. It doesn't
just
have
release him at
any.
this point.
I don't think he has future at Chelsea Football Club. Malang Sarr
He has no future, bro. He has no future at this club. In football, yes, 100%. At Chelsea, no way.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would say. No future at Chelsea Football Club. I don't know about that Wesley. Is it Wesley Fofana himself? I don't think if he even have future at the football club. Because that injury, bro, Wesley Fofana coming back to be a Wesley Fofana, that would be a big ass.
That made no sense, by the way. Wesley Fofana coming back to be a Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, a Wesley Fofana again. Not that kind of. I'm talking about a Wesley Fofana that we know from Leicester City. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You get it makes sense. It's just like we saying that Callum Hudson-Odoi. Remember when before his injury, he came back and was not Callum Hudson-Odoi anymore. He was somebody else. He couldn't live up to that hype, that skills. He was always scared going in for one-on-one challenges. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Oh, well, let's see. I mean, time will tell. He's definitely going to get a chance, a fair share of minutes on the field, and let's see what he can provide to us. A big up to my bro, like Chelsea Perspective from Chelsea Perspective YouTube channel. Coachella, big up to you, my brother. He says, big up, my people. Says, yes, we are selling Malang Sarr according to him. I forgot we have Malang Sarr. Yes, we have him in the kitchen cabinet. We yet to open him and see what if it's full of a cabinet or if it's full of cupboards.
Malang Sarr.
Oh no, yeah, Malang Sarr. He said he forgot we have Malang Sarr. Yeah, Malang Sarr is
in there. Do you remember when Poch got asked about him? He asked who he was. He
Yeah.
got asked about him. He actually asked who he was. He didn't know.
All right, Rich Moneymaker to everyone out there. Yeah, this is greetings to everyone. Phantom said if Wesley Fofana plays 20 matches, we owe Dan a huge apology. He says
And me.
Sa is actually getting ready for preseason. LOL. Oh my goodness. I don't want to see him again. I literally don't want to see Malon Sa. But big up to you, my brother, for finding time to join me here. I barely stream these days. Yeah. Yeah, Malon Sa. I know what you mean, Kuchila. Yeah, I'm being very, very busy. But then thank you very much for finding the time to joining us over here. I literally had an appointment this morning, finished, and I have another one at 3 o'clock, and this appointment will not stop. Yes, it's for the good cause, though. It's for the good cause. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Your thoughts on this new player, the striker that Chelsea have signed, Marc Guiu. It's the name. I tried to get the right pronunciation from Google, and that's what they told me. It's Guiu. Let me know if I was like, is it my gay? But this one is not gay. Guiu, Guiu. Anyway, Google, thank you very much, and YouTube, thank you very much for this translation, pronunciation. I hope I got it right. Yeah, if I could remember, that's what I
One
heard.
thing I will say, right?
Yeah,
You know how a certain former Chelsea centre back with a similar name, as you just mentioned, right,
yeah.
is somebody who I wouldn't mind us signing.
Oh yeah, I remember,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
apparently
All
I
I'm
heard
saying on
Newcastle
that,
are in
right?
for him, Steven.
All I'm gonna say on that is
Yeah,
that his performances at the Euros so far are proving me right for why I wanted us to re-sign him. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. Okay, Rich Moneymaker said that which side we can sell him or release him, according to Rich Moneymaker. Marc Guiu, yeah, needs to play in the practice squad,
There's no
the
such thing
development
as a
squad.
practice squad.
Yeah. Is it McGay? All right,
He
this one
needs
is
Mark
McGay
Gay
is
on that
worth
one.
50 million according to him. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
Chelsea also get a percentage of that off. If I remember rightly, we got
yeah.
like a 20% on it. So if we were to sign him for 50, we're essentially signing him for 40.
Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If a young player who has so much talent in him and still hasn't got, is not ready yet to play in the first team, why not either sell him or give him out on loan? I'm always in for that. It helps the game and the players to gain much more time and to get develop better.
It gets their name out
Yeah,
there as well.
yeah, and it makes them develop much better. So, guys, if you're watching us live, we've talked about Marc Guiu. We've also talked about Jonathan David, Victor Osimhen update, and also provide the latest. We provide you the latest news going around Chelsea Football Club. Some other interesting news regarding a striker that Chelsea is coming in for. Apparently, Fabrizio Romano has tweeted, Garrison will be moving on to Borussia Dortmund. So, whatever link that is being linked with Chelsea is not true. Yeah, Garrison will be moving on. Chelsea don't have any interest of bringing in what is his name again for Sporting CP. He's my number one target, but Chelsea are not looking at him at all. So yeah, happy days, happy days. I don't know what Chelsea really wants to do. If they want to keep Nicholas Jackson, they think Nicholas Jackson can be better, but there should be a competition. There should be a more experienced, much older. When I say older, no one that's ready for retirement. Around 25, 26, 27 years old. Cheaper price comes in and help. Jonathan David takes all the backs, 24 years old. He's had almost about 84 goals in 156 games that he's played for Lille. And I think that he takes the backs. Jonathan David really fixed the project and he can challenge Nicholas Jackson. Is Jackson are mixing all those chances? We have a second option. Nicholas Jackson can play 60 minutes, bring in Jonathan David to come and finish up the next 30 minutes. Yes, Jonathan David can come and give Jackson a rest. In my opinion, Chelsea have different option. David is a different kind of a skill striker compared to Nicholas Jackson, also a different kind of striker. So we have two dimensions in terms of what we can play. If we're playing with a typical number 9, or we're playing with a false 9, Jackson can do that, and also he can play the 9 role all by himself. He can do 2 roles. So we have 2 different options or 3 options. Who can we play? Nicholas Jackson or Jonathan David? I think Chelsea can do that. Chelsea can do that, in my opinion. Dortmund and Bayern have been shopping, guys. They have been shopping, according to me. Yeah, Bayern Munich. Um, the Olise deal, maybe it might work well, but going to the Farmers League, it might be the best move for Victor. Olise. Maya, I need a new Dortmund shirt. Maya, buy Phantom of Minotaur, pick a new Dortmund shirt if you can. Tell Steven Winstanley Winstanley is on his last chance, or he will have the boot of this manager, that if this manager doesn't work according to Rich Moneymaker.
Bro, he should have
LOL, amazing. That go ahead, Steven. Go ahead.
He should have had the boot already. He's had his chances. He keeps messing up. He should not be here right now.
Just like my Rich Moneymaker said, he's on the ticking time bomb. He's going pop, 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 pop. People, yes, Winstanley is on the ticking time bomb. It's ticking. He messed up this season. That means that next season, and when I say we as Chelsea fans, we are protesting. We're going to Stamford Bridge. I have all red jersey and a red boot, red hose. I am wearing that, a red hat, and I'm gonna wear that, and I'll be ready in front of Stamford Bridge. I'm waiting for Todd Bowley. I'm waiting for Winstanley. I'm waiting for all of them to tell them enough is enough. This joke of sporting directors need to leave. That's how I'm gonna do it. I want Peter Cech as sporting director. I think he's not good enough. Peter Cech needs to go and learn
Get
how
Lampard
to be how to be a sporting
Get Lampard involved with all that stuff, man.
Yeah, get someone.
I've explained it before, right? The best way to do it, yeah. You either sack Winstanley and Stewart, yeah, or you put them to their actual job they're good at, which is scouting, because they've actually got pretty good talent ID, yeah. Then
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You bring in Lampard, but you get a proven director like the former Bayern director, for example, to come in above Lampard, right? So your scouts feed to Lampard, yeah. Say they give him a list of names. These are the players we've identified, etc. He can then look, and maybe he puts them in an order of, okay, this player should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he sends it up to the sporting director. Yeah.
But Steven, my question to you: why Lampard? Why Lampard? Why Peter Cech? Do they know the idea of being a sporting director? Have they learned? Not just the name.
Lampard's got a good talent ID. Yeah. I'm not saying as a sporting director. I'm saying as like a in-between sort of job.
Yeah.
So you have someone above him and you have the scouts below him. He's sort of in the middle, right? Because his talent ID is good and he's a qualified director.
Phantom, I don't care if Lampard is a legend. Big up to you, CFC Dante. He says, hello, everyone in there. Sorry, CFC Dante. I was very, up on top of my voice over here. Big up to you. Phantom of main topic. I don't care who a legend is. We're not doing we're not doing this. This is not Manchester United. This is just a football club, and it's not the job for the boys.
Based on their legend status. You've got to have valid points. Like my point for the Lampard one, is he wouldn't be your top guy. He would feed up to the top guy, because Lampard is a qualified director who has good talent ID. He wanted the likes of Bellingham at Chelsea and Haaland at Chelsea. Yeah, so he can clearly identify talent, right?
Right.
So my point is, he's a qualified director. And he's got a very high IQ, and we know the level of play that he wanted in the past and how they worked out.
Another point to make: sporting director, what's your job? Is it just bringing in talent? They can annex talent.
No, I'm not saying as
bring them. Besides the talent, what else is the job of a sporting director?
Negotiating, but I'm not saying as a sporting director. I want him as some sort of job in between. I want someone who's a proven quality sporting director to be above him, yeah,
Mhm.
and I want to have someone below Lampard, like the scouts, basically.
Yeah,
And the scouts feed to him. He then feeds up further up the chain to the sporting director. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So I'm
Big
not
up
saying
to.
as the guy with the final say,
Mhm. Okay,
which would be more of a sporting director.
they have to work. You mean they have to work along the line, find those
Yeah,
talents that will really
basically
fit into what we're trying to do.
similar to what Joe Shields is doing to an extent, where he doesn't have the final say, but
Okay,
he's involved.
all right. I get what you mean. Winstanley loves Steven LOL, according to our Rich Money Maker. Phantom of Many Topics said, I want Peter Cech as sporting director. I don't want him. I want Christopher Vivel back, according to Maya. And Phantom of Many Topics said, Lampard is a legend. Mr. Asma, Big Man himself, everyone. You guys are all legends. Nice to see you guys. Do not forget, we'll be streaming for the past how long now? About 55 minutes,
Yeah,
about
nearly
5
an hour
more
now.
minutes to an hour. So if you're joining us live on this platform, don't forget we're streaming live on X and YouTube at the same time. If you're on YouTube, yes, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you're on X, don't forget to follow us, follow our account, or no, maybe you can join us here on YouTube and follow and subscribe to our platform. And don't forget to drop a like on the video. And Maya said, Asma said, hello, everyone in there. I hope that you are doing great. Absolutely. We are doing wonderful today. Today, I feel like standing, but it looks like my camera needs to go up a little bit. I really feel like standing today to talk. Big up to Dante, according to Maya. Peter Pan, yeah, my man Peter Pan is here again. Peter Pan is back in the studio. Says Lampard IQ is really high, according to Peter Pan. Maya said he wanted Musiala at Chelsea. Absolutely, Lampard really wanted some exclusive top players. If they were in the football club, we would have got to
Haaland, who else was
Declan
it?
Rice.
Yeah.
He wanted Rice also, Steven. He wanted Rice. He wanted
He wanted
Haaland.
Rice, he wanted Bellingham, he wanted Haaland.
Yeah,
As
he brought
three of the main names he wanted.
Movena. He brought in Movena. He brought in what's his name again? Kai Shiravas. Yeah. Kai Shai Havas and all that stuff. So good players that he brought in. Yeah, Lampard really needs some we have to thank him for what he did during COVID. He did a very good job. He did a good job. But I don't know. All these people that we want them as to be sporting directors, I want a little bit of knowledge. They have to know the job. I mean, if they don't have to know the job, I mean, they can nest talent. That is good. Then whoever is there to negotiate the final say, I'll go for it. That's the only reason I won't go for Peter Cech. I won't go for Peter Cech. I'll go for an outfield.
We've already had Peter Cech in the past, but he wasn't a sporting director. He was more of like a technical director, more. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it, but he was more technical director. He wasn't a sporting director.
Absolutely. CFC Dante said, you guys should know by now that everyone is just following a line with the model, project, plan, whatever you want to call it. That you want to call that the owner. All right. According to CFC, Big Man Dante representing Blueclouds Media all the way from Australia. Yes, Rich Moneymaker said, tell Stephen Stanley watches a lot of YouTube videos on Chelsea. So do you want him watch your channel as well? All right, out straight to you, man. Rich Moneymaker, if you know Rich Stanley, and we want to have him on the show because I have 1,000 gazillion questions for him, Rich Stanley, and I don't think that he has all the answers for me. If he come on my show, I'll get him one-on-one on my show. Yes, and I'll let Christian
cook Quinn Stanley.
Yeah. And I Stephen asked the damn questions also. So yes, guys, be my guest. Bring Will Stanley on this platform, and that'll be miracles. Probably I can hit 2 million if Stanley joins this platform. Don't forget, Ole Gunnar and Solskjaer took Man United to second place according to Phantom of Many Topic. Lampard and Peter Cech. That's thinking too much with the heat. That's how you feel as a club, according to Santiago. Big up to you, man, like Santiago. Big up to you, Santiago, in the building. For me, CFC Dante said owners board have in sports portfolios. They are all following that, according to CFC Dante. Thank you very much for those wonderful comments. Dante, man like Dante. Maya said that these owners are frying our brains for real high. Is it real high? Absolutely. At this
No
time,
idea.
I just wonder for the future. According to Maya, Maya is
About the future.
yeah, yeah, wonder for the future, about the future. Okay, and me, big up to. Okay, I think he's calling somebody. I'm not so sure what that is. The future is actually very, very bright, according to Dante. Dante, I am in the same boat with you, bro. I'm in the same boat with you. I can see the future. A lot of Chelsea fans, especially our brothers in the UK, don't see it. But I don't know how you, all the way in Australia, and me all the way here in America, we can see the future. But I mean, Dante, I know why you can see the future, Dante. You are maybe few hours ahead of the UK time, and you are ahead of me, so you can see the future, Dante. I'm telling you, that's the reason why you
Do
can
you
see
know
the
it's jokes?
yeah,
I made this joke with American streamer that I watch. They do reactions, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I got them to watch, like, New Year's, everyone does like fireworks all around the world, and that. I
Don't
got them
worry,
to
Tim.
watch the London one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were still waiting for like New York and all that. When it hit New York, yeah, I said,
Yeah.
"Welcome to the future." You're like 3 hours behind. You're like X number of hours behind. I can already see what's going to happen.
Absolutely. That Dante, you hear that? That's why I think that's the reason why you can see the future. And those in the UK can see the future because you are ahead of them, Dante. You are ahead of them in Australia. You're so far. So let us know what the weather forecast is like tomorrow, Dante. Let me know because you see the future. And I see it too. So right after you seeing it, UK fans don't see it because they don't see what the future is like for Chelsea Football Club. But you and I will see it. Asma said he also built a team with a team who won with the UCL, according to Mr. Asma.
He's
Drogba,
on about
Peter
Lincoln.
Pan. Yeah. Peter Pan in the beating the game. Since the Drogba as a striker, a coach, striker coach. Let's see. Go get him, Terry. Go get him. Phantom of many topics. Drogba is the team owner in USL. What is US? United States of what?
I think it's United. I think it's
United States League.
something like that.
I know he
But
was with
you
Montreal.
remember when he left Chelsea,
Yeah,
he
he was with
went like
Montreal.
to like the second or third league in the United States,
Yeah.
and he went to a club called Phoenix Rising. That's the club that he has ownership in.
Oh, that's interesting.
I remember seeing it. He's got ownership in that. Yeah.
I do. That's good. From if you have Drogba here, I think Drogba doesn't want to have much to do with his current owners. He has an issue, and he doesn't want to get involved. If
I
you
have
see,
issues with a certain one or two owners in this group,
yeah,
not the one that people probably think, because I don't fall for the media stuff of it's one individual that they always blame just because
yeah.
he's the face of the ownership.
Perfect. So yeah, Peter Pan said, "I love this Chelsea project. I love it too, bro. I love it. I should wear my shades, Dante. Dante, wear your shades. Come on the show. Let me see what the shades looks like. Let me know if you're wearing Perez or whatever shades you're wearing. And Dolce and Gabbana, or you're wearing Armani, or maybe whatever you're wearing. Let me know, Dante. According to Maya. All right, we Stanley came on the show." You get all the Chelsea fan in the world on here. LOL just emailed my contact to see if Stanley will come this channel. All right, thank you very much, a rich money maker. Chelsea need that conference league trophy. Absolutely, every trophy that Chelsea fan, every competition Chelsea fan himself, they have to go and get it for now. Okay, okay, thanks for that information. A phantom of many topics. Peter Pan, my man himself. I have 10 videos from Sydney, Australia. Okay, upload them, guys. My man over here, Chelsea, phantom of many topic. It does random videos. It's more about vlogging. It does Comic-Con videos and a few things here and there, introductions and stuff like that. So you can check if you are into this kind of content. You can check it. He does a lot of Comic-Cons. Yeah, lots of Comic-Cons. And he lives in the Philippines right now. So he does, if you haven't seen the Philippines before, yeah, Phantom of Minitop will show you some kind of a ghetto and then around the streets and how things are like Phantom Mini Topic, you can get that from his platform. So yeah, look at the 3 dots right by his name in the comment section below. Click on it, it will take you to Phantom Mini Topic channel, and then you can subscribe to it. Yes, Phantom did not ask me to do it, but I'm doing this for him because he's always part of our channel over here, and yeah, he contributes a lot. So thank you very much, Phantom, for your dedication for the past months and all you've done since you joined this platform. CFC Dante, Phantom said USL is the equivalent of English Championship, so it's like a second division.
I knew it was second or third. I couldn't remember which.
One of them. All right. So, okay, going back watching Romania game. Dante, thank you very much by spending the time on this platform and finding time to join us here. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I think could get Joe Shield, but Winstanley is shy according to
everyone loves Joe Shields. I'll be honest. Everyone loves Joe Shields. I'm just putting it out there.
I want to stand, but I haven't set my things up for me to have that access to stand. Yeah, but very soon you guys are going to see me standing. Yeah. Or maybe a time will come, I'll bring a treadmill to my studio. So I'll be running treadmill, put it in a slow mode, and then running, I'll still be talking at the same time. So I'm kind of like working out.
You know, like how some people when they used to lose power, they would have like a bike, like one of the cycling static bikes linked up. So the more power you generate, the lights and stuff turn on.
Yeah, the more you point, and they hook up.
It like sounds like what you're explaining, but with a treadmill instead.
Steve, you remember back in the days, they used to have those bicycles with like a little motor. It's got a little motor thing attached to the tire. So the more faster you go, the brighter your light becomes. You remember that?
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, I used to have one of those bikes with those lights attached to it. It's the early stages of trying to bring in a smart light, where they have a little thing and it's round. If you're born within the year 2000, probably you will not see those because those things were not.
I was born in 99.
All right, it's probably getting close to that 8 years where they cut off making those things. But yeah, it has it's very annoying. It means that when you slow down, you don't have light. When you slow down, you don't have light.
But yeah, it sounds like what I was basically explaining. Like when people would lose power, they'd generate it by using like a bike.
Yes, Mr. Asma, thank you very much for the update. I've even made a video.
Same thing that I had. I know that Asma was late, but yeah, we have touched on this as well. But for anyone that did miss it, this is news coming out. I'm not entirely sure on who the source is. I'm presuming they're Argentinian.
Argentine source, yeah.
Yeah, I'm presuming so because plays for Boca and whatnot. So I'd presume it is.
Great. Asma said that Chelsea want to sign Aaron Anselmino now, but Boca Juniors negotiation for him to stay on loan until July 2025 between Chelsea FC and player. There is now a principle of agreement. I made a video of him. I even made a short video in terms of how he plays and how he's very, very comfortable with the ball and how those long range passes coming from him. He's good, but very young. He has lots of room to learn to become better. Rich Moneymaker said Joe Shield does a good job, but the sporting directors are shy for now. In my opinion, Joe Shield stops our sporting directors make mistakes in the transfer market. LOL, according to Rich Moneymaker. Phantom of Many Topic said, ask Steven, if last year Chelsea scored more goals than Tuchel's first year.
As in Tuchel's first Chelsea. Year, as in his first full year, the year after we won Champions League.
Tuchel was there twice, isn't he?
No, Tuchel joined halfway through the year we won the Champions League.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying I presume he means the year after the season after we won the Champions League, I presume he means.
So yeah, Phantom, let us get a question cleared so we can put our head together and give you a good answer. Rich Moneymaker says, sorry guys, the sporting directors don't want to come here because they are afraid of fans backlash, according to
I don't blame them. I really don't blame them.
Tuchel year. It says no, the Lampard Tuchel year. So it's like when he took over the halfway.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Bro, that'd be so awkward to work out because you've got to try and go back, find his first game, and then calculate all the goals from that game onwards. It's just, God, it'd take a while. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Okay. All right, let me see where we are, Stephen. Where are we with the fan poll? Guys, if you haven't cast your poll, look in there and let us see where we are, Stephen G.
Huh?
Where we are, can you take us through the poll, Stephen?
I can't see it.
All right, according to the poll said, would you be happy if Omari Hutchinson is being sold by Chelsea FC? And I said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We have, I don't know how many votes we have. It doesn't tell me. It says 2 votes, but I doubt it's 2 votes. It says 90% says yes. Let me see.
Let me load up the stream on my phone quickly, and then I can.
It doesn't say on my screen because
I can't see the vote now.
Can't see it?
Nah.
Let me refresh it again. Let me see from here. They are telling me 2 votes. I think I have to refresh all my links. They are giving me 2 votes.
That wouldn't make sense. If there's 2 votes, how come one of them have 90%?
No, because I didn't refresh my stream. I just did. So the link, my link is telling me what we have now. Can't find it.
Whilst you do that, just quickly, on Rich Moneymaker's one about Joe Shields does a good job, but sporting directors are shy for now, and all that. I mean, we all know Joe Shields does a good job. We've seen like some of the stuff that he's been linked with doing for us, so that's why I'm saying, like, I think every Chelsea fan that pays attention to a lot of the stuff that comes out loves Joe Shields for what he's done in terms of the deals that he's been involved in and stuff like that, and the players that he's been pushing. The other thing I would say is, if we're being brutally honest, are any of us surprised if the sporting directors wouldn't want to go onto any platform, and if they're a bit shy at the moment, given how things have gone under them when there's been no involvement from Joe Shields? Like, if we're being brutally honest,
yeah,
kind of expected, right? Because when we hear about certain deals and we know Joe Shields isn't involved in, or they happened before Joe Shields was getting involved, a lot of those deals didn't work out, or they were negotiated poorly, we paid over the odds, or like loads of different things. We took too long on certain deals. So it's not exactly a surprise if they're a bit shy about things and they are reluctant to speak out.
Okay.
But that's my stance on that bit, is that if we're looking at it and being brutally honest, we can't say that any of us are surprised.
Yeah. Phantom of Many Topics said that 30 million is a tremendous amount for nobody. Hutchinson, according to Phantom of Many
He ain't
Topics.
exactly a nobody. He's just young. You can't say he's a nobody.
He is Phantom. He is a young, talented player. He's got lots of skill set, and
he's like 20, right? 21.
Yeah, 21. His contribution towards the promotion of Ipswich, you cannot write the promotion of Ipswich without saying Omari Hutchinson's name. He came out from the bench many times to impact games, and he scored goals for Ipswich to qualify. So he's a talented player. And you're talking about Chelsea. Players linked with Chelsea is a football club that spends a lot of money on players, and they're not going to go that cheap. And I don't think 30 million in nowadays, this current football market, it's big. No, it's not. If you're talking about 20 years ago, that's a huge money. But 30 million is not good money, any big money for any football club to have a difficulty to be able to afford. Santiago said that getting the great players does not make you a good sporting director. Getting the players before before they become great players is what makes you a great sporting director, and that is spot on. That is what we're talking about: getting them when they're very young, before they get to the highest level, and be able to stay in that level. The way Chelsea have the deal that Chelsea have done with Estavo William is pretty much what it looks like Ronaldinho was like before he moved to PSG, to Barcelona, and wherever Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho reminds me a lot of Estavio William. Same style of football, the same height, very skinny, and the way he plays his football, just like Ronaldinho. And they grabbed that player when he was very, very young. Someone saw him. They grabbed him before he moved to Barcelona, and he had that consistency. He was the matchmaker, the game changer all the time when he comes on. And I believe Estavio will be the same. Rich Moneymaker said that tell legend Steven we are very say we very signed Marc Guiu that he's very talented, and he could get in our first team according to him. Yeah, Rich Money text did not come up very well, but I understand what he's trying to say. Timo Andrei scored so many goals for Russia.
I presume he means for Lokomotiv Moscow, which is where he was on loan. And actually, he didn't. He scored 1 goal. Tino Andrin scored 1 goal for them.
So do you
So that's
understand
actually not
why some of these players has been loaned out to go? Because they're not ready.
Put it
They're
this
not
way,
ready.
right? He only played 9 games for Lokomotiv Moscow from what I'm seeing. He scored 1 goal. Okay, that's fine. No issues, yeah?
Yeah.
For Portsmouth, he played 14. He scored 2. For Huddersfield, he played 17. He got 3, right? If we go to Omari Hutchinson, right? This isn't me disrespecting Tino Andrin, because when he was coming through, he looked like he could be a good player. It's just me putting the correct information out there. That's all that is. If you look at the numbers for Omari Hutchinson, he's played 50 matches for Ipswich, got 11 goals and 6 assists.
Yeah.
That's
11,
what I'm saying.
11 goals, 6 assists. 11
In 50
goals.
games. And he weren't even starting all those games as well. Like, he'll come off the bench and stuff like that. That's in all competitions, by the way. In terms of the championship, he played 44 games, got 10 goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah. In the championship, he played about 2,179 minutes, got 10 goals, which means a goal every 217 minutes. The fact that he's done that and he's 20 years old deserves a bit more respect, in my opinion.
Rich Moneymaker, let me have you on the show. I want to hear from Rich Moneymaker today. Steven, wouldn't you be happy to hear from your guy himself, your fan himself, Rich Moneymaker?
Bro, I don't mind, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a link and put it in there. Rich Moneymaker, let me read what he was saying right now. I want to get he's got some strong links over there. Rich Moneymaker said that there has been a meeting today about Isak from Newcastle, and we are not doing a strict wage policy with every signing. So we will offer 250 is it pounds, right? 250,000 pounds a week, as long as they warrant it. From my contact. According to him. Let me send a link in there. Let anyone who's there. Yeah.
What I will say on this quickly, is that the people of us that understand things, we look into things, right? So you look into things when you have a chance. I look into things when I have a chance. Yeah, will understand, at least in my opinion, the people who look into things a bit more and don't want. There's people who have an agenda against the owners and against the directors. I don't like the directors, but if they do something good, I'll give them credit because that's fair. If I'm going to criticize them, they deserve credit for the good, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And when you look at it, we were told they want marquee signings and stuff like that, right? And I don't believe that's PR speak. I don't believe that it's just PR speak and all that stuff, right? I think that's actually true, right? Because we've been linked with certain players, right? Therefore, in my opinion, it ain't a strict wage policy. It's more the base wages. They don't want to exceed 150k for every signing. If you have players of a certain standard, of course they will understand you have to pay more than 150k wages. The issue that we have is that you've got Sterling on like 300k or 250, 275k, Lukaku on over 200, 250k as well. That's the issue we have at the moment, is that they're the standard of players that are on silly wages. You've got Reece, who I think is on about 200k or something like that. Yeah. But, okay, if Reece can sort his fitness and he doesn't get rushed back, Reece is one of the best right backs in the world. He deserves that value if we can keep him fit. Sterling and Lukaku are not worthy of the wages that they are commanding right now at this football club. That's the issue we have.
What about Wesley Fofana?
Oh, he ain't on like big wages as far as I'm aware. I think he's somewhere around the wage structure that we have.
Okay.
I forgot what I was going to quickly check as well, but I needed to get into this point. I see Phantom saying that Mitrovic scored 72 goals in the championship. Yeah, maybe over, well, I know it's over multiple seasons if he has hit that, yeah. But also the fact that one's a striker, the other isn't, yeah. And Mitrovic is 29 years old. So there's multiple factors to why he's done that. And he was also in a better team. Ipswich had literally just got promoted from League One. And it was their first season in the Championship. And they got back-to-back promotions from League One to the Championship to the Prem. If I go to Mitrovic on all his stats and then I put it to the Championship only, if I can find the Championship, I've gone on the wrong bit.
All right, whilst you're checking into that, let me read this.
Let me read this 2 seconds, but you can look at that whilst I set it up anyway.
Yeah. Santiago said that Isak is worth the money since a great striker is real these days. Chelsea have lots of talented, great right wing like Olise. That is why Chelsea did not break the bank for him. So yeah, there's lots of right wing and left wing players that they can start for Chelsea in this time the season resume. So yeah, that's why Chelsea didn't break. And I agree with it. And I think, look, we have lots of players coming in. Estavio William wouldn't last. Next season he will be here. He'll be here with Chelsea. Next season he will be here with Chelsea. So if Olise is there, my brother would say said he doesn't want to compete. That's why he's leaving the football club. I don't think that's the reason, but maybe they're commanding some huge salary. From what I was reading, I think they're commanding some huge salary, and Chelsea cannot afford to go over what they already structured for the team. So that's the main reason why maybe he's signed for Bayern Munich, in my opinion, according to that. So yeah, maybe. So Phantom said 43 goals
got 43 in one season in the Championship, yeah? 43 in one season in the Championship when he was aged 26 and he's a striker, compared to 10 in a Fulham team that had just, I think it was their first season after relegation from the Prem.
Yeah.
They're in a better team. He's in a better team. He got 43 goals in 44 games at 26 years old as a striker, right? All them factors benefit him. Whereas Hutchinson is a wide player who joined them at 19 years old on loan. He ended the season 20 because his birthday's in October. So when he went there, he was 19 years old. He's a wide player. He wouldn't have started every game, unlike a Mitrovic. He was 7 years younger, right? And it was his first season of senior football. He got 10 goals from a wide position.
Okay. Big up to Stephen. Thank you very much. Big up
in a
to
weaker team. I've got to mention the weaker team thing again because
Yeah.
Nobody expected Ipswich to be anywhere near that. I think a lot of people from what I read expected sort of relegation to mid-table in the Championship for Ipswich because of their team had just got promoted.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It is true. It is true. But yeah, I was saying big up to the Queen of all Scotland, the Queen of Scotland. Yeah, Rosie in the building. Rosie in the building. Rosie said, please, guys, show me some support and smash that like button. And the queen of this channel also here. I want to love you forever. Also said, I'm joining you guys from work. Hopefully, everyone on the panel and in the chat are all doing well. We got two queens on this platform, Rosie and I want to love you forever. Rich Moneymaker said, thanks for the offer, but I have issue. I have issues with my camera software on my iPad, and when I get that started out, I will come on to speak to the legend, you and the legend, Stephen. Yes, Stephen, right about the wage bill, which I also did talk about. Yes, so yeah, thanks for everyone here. Rich Moneymaker, if I don't want to push you, but if you're not ready yet, then you don't have to. But you don't have to be on with your camera on for now. But yeah, later you can do that. I just want to hear from you, Rich Moneymaker. But anyway, yeah, thanks to all the legends, especially I want to love you and Rosie. Yeah, our ladies for this platform. I have to get what's her name again? Melina. I have to get Melina on the show one of these days. It says, hope the chats are well and hope you're all good. Absolutely, I'm doing perfectly. It's been an intense of appointments and pressure working, but I still have to juggle through and make a live stream for the day and discuss the but Rosie, what really happened? I feel very bad for the Scotland team. There was a lot of hypes and hopes that they could make it. They can make it out of the group stage this time, but it never went on well. I asked the same question before when we started the preview. Beginning, Stephen, remember I told you who is going to score the goals for Scotland. I told you they rely more on McTominay, Scott McTominay, the whole during their qualification, and some of the games they struggle, but McTominay always build them out. But who is going to score the goals? It wasn't Shea Adams. I told you. So yeah, Rosie, what really went on wrong with the Scottish national team and how can they fix it? Do you want to keep the current manager or do you prefer to bring in David Moyes? Apparently, there's been rumors that he can take over the Scottish national team, but Moyes, I don't think he's ready. But let me know, Rosie, what your thoughts are on these the Scottish national team as they have exited the competition. Guys, it is 1:29 p.m. down here in Michigan, USA to be precise. Wherever you're watching us from, I'll say good evening to you. Most of our viewers are getting close to the evening and night. I know it is around 6 p.m. UK time. Yes, getting close to 7 p.m. I'm very sure halfway close to 7 p.m. And over here it's just afternoon, 1:29 in the afternoon PM. So guys, thank you very much each and every one of you watching live on this platform. I want to say don't forget to like, subscribe to Blueclouds Media so you don't miss anything from our channel. As we keep growing, we're heading close to 4,000 4K. Yes, 4K is a dream and 1 million is my dream, but Rome was not built in a day. They'll tell you it started from that to there. And then the same thing, Egypt was not built in a day. So is the channel. It will take time for us to get to 1 million, but that is my ultimate goal. We have been discussing the new coming, the new player Chelsea signed, and that is Chelsea signed the Wonderkid called Marc Guiu. Chelsea brought in. We discussed the situation between Osimhen and Jonathan David. Also, Omari Hutchinson, should he be sold? Should Chelsea loan him? We also discussed that on the platform. We are likely to be streaming on two platforms at the same time, which is X and YouTube. So whatever platform that you found yourself, if you're on X and you feel like joining us on YouTube, do me a favor, come along. Click on the link, YouTube link, Blueclouds Media on YouTube, and subscribe. So whenever you're not on X and you are on YouTube, you can still catch our news in a discussion. So my name is Nee. Nee Zion is the name. Nee, bringing you the afternoon or evening news, depending on wherever you're your location is. Rosie says Scotland performance was far better than England last night. I would like to see someone new. Someone new. Okay, Scotland have no expectations. We're just happy we're just happy to be there. Absolutely. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But no, the expectations is, I know Scotland fans were there. They outnumber lots of countries in terms of their fans that went to Germany. They outnumbered them. But to me, I was expecting Scotland to at least skip past the group stages. I expect them to skip past the group stages. It will be it will be a progression. It will be a progression on Scotland national team participating in the Euro and making it past the group stage. So I expected that, but it never happened. Rosa said there's a little money in Scottish football. Is it Tierney going out head as Tierney going out head? I feel like Shankland should be getting started in early in every game. Sorry, I couldn't take it that well, but yeah, there's a little money in Scottish football according to Rosie. Tierney going out hurt. Yeah, Tierney left the camp very very early to I think Arsenal for them to check him out. He was hurt. I feel like Shankland. It is Shetland, right? Should be getting started in every
Yeah,
game
the
according to
striker
Rosie.
guy, the
Yeah,
attacker.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So thank you very much, Rosie. Rosie, thank you very much for your comment and finding the time to join us here on the show today. Stephen, anything you want to add to it before we call it a day?
Not really. No, I think we've touched on everything. Don't really think there's much to add to it either, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything new before. Yeah, now people are reporting on the news on the Mino. I've already done that news a long time ago, and Ben Jacob also tweeted on what do you call it? Um, he also tweeted on the what do you call it? Uh, Victor Osimhen situation. But yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. Okay, 369 make a post on Isaac. Alexander Isaac. Chelsea have contacted Newcastle for the potential of signing their star forward Alexander Isaac. Let me show that on the screen. Steven, this is news from 365 scores. They said this today. Not sure if you can see it.
Give me 2 seconds.
Chelsea have contacted Newcastle for the potential.
Oh, okay.
of
Yeah, they're
signing
well
this,
behind.
yeah. So probably we'll put this in the news tomorrow. Yeah, put this in the news tomorrow. So I think we're done for the day. Rich Moneymaker said yes, sent email to CEO of Chelsea. Come on here. I'll love it, Rich Moneymaker. I'll love that if that can happen. Rosie, Scotland should join Premier League. I don't think that's gonna happen. The Scottish and the English have a huge grudge. It's like there's a big, huge gap between the two of them. You cannot put them together. It's never gonna happen. Is it like Brexit, Steven? Is it
Huh?
the same thing with Brexit?
What? I'm
Brexit,
confused.
Brexit. Is it Brexit, right?
Oh.
It's the same thing.
No, Brexit's something completely different.
Okay. All right. So I'm off the hook. I won't get into it before.
There is,
before
put it this way,
myself in trouble.
Brexit's a separate thing. It's to do with European Union.
Okay.
But a lot of Scotland did want to stay in the European Union. But because of the UK left, it meant Scotland left as well. But Scotland wanted to stay in it.
Mhm.
It's very complicated.
Very complicated, as Steven said. But yeah, hopefully one day, because of Rosie, we can have more Scottish fans tuning in. Because yes, we're about to go upload. I said yes. When we are ready, we will be talking Scottish Premier League on our platform here. Yes, we invite all our Scottish team fans. We were looking for Scottish fans, the French fans, the Italian fans, the Bundesliga fans. Every fan will be tuning in. And I know Rosie will do the PR work for us. Rosie will do the PR work. He'll invite all the Scottish fans to subscribe to this platform, and then we can get close to our 1 million subscribers. Don't guys, if you like cooking, you like lemon cake and stuff like that, Rosie will be your guy. Let me do this for my sister Rosie over here. She uploads some short content and stuff like that. You love it. You love cooking, you like lifestyle, you like shoes, maybe want to see what kind of shoes will be good for your girlfriend, your wife. Rosie will be your go-to lady. Look into 3 names right there. Look at the 3 dots by Rosie's name in the comment section below. Click on it. It will take you to her channel. Enjoy some of her content. You'll love it. You'll love it. I actually watched the lemon cake that she made the other time, and it looks so nice. Now I'll find time and see if I can practice it. That lemon cake was yummy. It looks yummy. No, I didn't try it, so sorry. I said it was yummy, but it looks very yummy. And guys, you gotta try that. Try that. Look into her channel, and yeah, she do some few stuff. You gotta give her the credit for the content that she uploads. And look into it. It's just some nice shoes, green black shoes. I love that green black shoe. It's one looks like a tennis shoes, and one looks like the casual ones, and I love it. I love it. So check into it. If you're looking for a shoe to buy for your wife, check into some of Rosie's shoes and look at the colors and zoom into it. Probably she'll give you, ask her questions. She'll tell you where she got them from, and then give you the link so you can also buy it and send it to your girlfriend and your wife. Yeah, something like that. So Brexit is to leave the European Union. Scotland and Netherlands, Northern Ireland wanted to remain in the Europe. England wanted to leave. So that is the thing there. Phantom. That will solve our money problem. But that is the equivalent of asking American to travel to Canada for a football game. Absolutely. It's not gonna happen. Rosie, I've put it on the nail. It's not gonna happen. Tell me to travel to Canada and watch a football game. Not happening, Rosie. I'll travel to what? Is it Inverness? Is that Inverness? Phantom. We will need to start way down, nowhere near Chelsea, United, Arsenal, etc. Every weekend. Absolutely. Yes, guys, check it to Rosie's content. I think we're done for the day. Stephen G, right? We're done, right? As I say, Rosie, Phantom, mini topics. I want to love you forever. Rich Money Maker, Santiago, the crew, Rich Money Maker, and Mr. Alsma, Chelsea Perspective, CFC Dante, Peter Pan, my man himself, Maya, and everyone that tuning in to the show today. Chelsea Dan, wherever you are. If you watch this show later on, big up to you. My man like DJ Sav, MDS Zilla, everyone that was able to tune into the show before. If I couldn't mention your name, I apologize. I apologize because a lot of you guys, I can't mention everyone's name, but thank you, moderators. I haven't seen my guy for a long time. What's his name again? Tad. I haven't seen Tad for a long time, but I hope Tad is doing very well.
He was traveling back or something, didn't
he? Yeah, I remember. Something like that. Yeah. Rosie said that thanks, Nee. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much. Guys, check the channel out. A little bit will go a long way. Even if it's 2 or 3 people subscribe, that will still keep the subscription numbers up. Yeah, so I said a little bit will go a long way. Let's do that. Have a wonderful night, James, you too, lady. Rosie, lady. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your evening. I want you to enjoy your evening. Phantom, thank you very much as usual. Stephen G, my co-host, much love to you. And Lil Desperandons, as I always say,
hang on to hope.
Absolutely. See you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.